Go
So
ahead.
you put the Lakers yesterday on the show in the terrifying for a series or two category, which means that they're
Yep.
basically cooked. In Cleveland and
Okay.
Miami, LeBron always knew the best time to leave. With the Lakers, it kind of seems like he's trying to stick it out. Do you think it'd be better if they just lost to make it easier for LeBron, or would like winning kind of confuse him and make him stay? What do you think LeBron should
I
do here?
got you. So I know what I want him to do, and I think I know what he's going to do. But before I do that, let me go micro for a moment because late last night, the Lakers lost once again to the Sacramento Kings. Truly baffling performance by all parties, except for, of course, LeBron, who had 31 points, 13 assists on 10 of 16 from the field. He was excellent, but AD does not do well with these European centers. Sabonis, I think, is Domantas Sabonis, I think, is 9-0 in his career against Anthony Davis. You guys can fact check me on that. I believe that to be true. And the Lakers have lost 9 straight to Jokic. These burlier, more physical, but also great passing centers. And maybe it's one of the reasons AD traditionally didn't want to play center. The Lakers, of course, don't have an actual backup center on the roster, NBA caliber. I don't care what you say Jackson Hayes is. So that's a problem. Also, if you watched the Lakers-Kings game last night, which last night I did not watch because, as I said, I've had this wild jet lag. I fell asleep at 9 o'clock last night, but luckily, when you wake up at 1:30 in the morning, I got plenty of time today to rewatch it this morning. What you saw was the Lakers got out to a great start. And this is a really important game because they're trying to catch the Kings. And the Kings are now 3-0 against them this year. So if they finish with the same record, the Kings will have tiebreakers. This is a bad loss. Lakers got out to a great start. The starters were cooking the Kings. For the first 6 minutes of the game, they were up 17 points early. The starters started and played the first 6 minutes or so together. That lineup, the starting 5, the rest of the game, played 0 minutes together. I mean, listen, sometimes Darvin Ham gets over-criticized, and sometimes, man, a week ago, Cam Reddish was in your closing lineup against Denver. Yesterday, D&B coach's decision. I mean, it is some tough sledding with some of these Darvin Ham coaching decisions. And so all of that, is what the Lakers are. LeBron is still great. AD, he's had trouble against the Kings and the Nuggets, but he's been excellent this year. Way too much Taurean Prince in the Lakers diet, in my opinion. But what are you going to do? So, to get to your question, and the producers confirmed it, Sabonis 9-0 against Anthony Davis. Not great. LeBron's not going to leave. It bums me out. I wish he would. I don't think Bronny is going to go to the pros next year. And the Bronny stuff is a whole different discussion, but I don't really want to have it right now. I think Bronny's going to go back to USC. I think LeBron wants to be there. I think his wife loves LA. I think his businesses love LA. I think his family loves LA. Bryce is playing high school ball. I don't think he wants to leave.
How much more of the GOAT debate does it silence if LeBron wins one more ring?
Well,
do you think
so here's the thing. I think there are many people that are entrenched and will just say, okay, so now he's at 5, but Michael's at 6. Obviously, it would help, but I don't think I think it is going to be very, very difficult. LeBron right now is at best the 5th best player in the league and at worst the 10th best player in the league. that sounds great. That guy doesn't typically win the title as a team's best player. That's Jason Tatum's hurdle. Jason Tatum is at best the 5th best player in the league and at worst the 8th best player in the league. It sounds great except for when you realize usually the title goes to one of the 3 best players in the league. Just go down the list of champions over everyone's lifetime ever, and you can find like 3 instances in the last, honestly, 40 years where that wasn't the case. So it's just, so the reason I say that is if LeBron were to win a title as the 2nd best guy on someone else's team, I don't think it probably moves the GOAT debate that much. Hell, folks, he won a title in resounding fashion as the best player on his own team, and folks said that one didn't count because it was in Orlando at Disney World. Like the idea, there's the idea that if he wins the title as a second option, folks are gonna be like, well, that does it. And so what's so frustrating to me is I still think in any given series, he can turn up and play like one of those 3 best players in the world, but I don't think he can do it for 2 months, and the Lakers don't have the supporting cast. So I just think he wants to stay in LA. For me as a fan, the best thing that could happen for me is the Lakers stab him in the back. Be like, we don't want you anymore. You have to leave. But they're not going to do that. And so I just think the Lakers they're just fine. And it's a bummer. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.